1,000 Ghana cedis is up for grabs this morning. We are into a showbiz review, probably brought to you by Betway. You always get way more with Betway. Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, phone papa fee. And the remix version is also out. Also, still, CCTV cameras, papa. The fee has to be Franco Trading Enterprise. Telecel connecting energies. And today in the studio, I have the Deputy Artist of the Year. And why? Deputy Artist of the Year. Jermaine Portfolio, the MC, is in the building. My brother, Kwame Dazi. Me that we agree to disagree.
Of course.
On plenty things.
Yeah. That be how. Yeah. That be how we deal with agenda people. I mean, as you agenda person, people there say me come.
So you see. You trap your body. You do right now. You trap your body.
But you the force for agenda inside.
No, I don't.
Or you the force.
No.
You the force.
No, I don't like that
force.
tag. I disassociate
agenda
for myself.
Agenda is not a bad thing.
No, but it depends on the type of how we've been using the word agenda.
Agenda is part of journalism. It's
but I know
agenda need impact.
how we've been using agenda in our system. Yeah. It's not good. So
it's the same way. At a point in time, he want the portals not to address him as a blogger. He's an entertainment journalist because he thinks that the blogger tag has become distasteful. Or
the bloggers have
more
more money than with the journalists, so they should be there.
The bloggers have more money than journalists.
You said it from a perspective of how it is being revered in the space. You know, when you have been a blogger, see, if you go for any event and you want accreditation, I'm a blogger, I'm an entertainment journalist. Just see whose own will be expedited.
Things have changed though. The bloggers are building mansions, so
no, but
and the journalists are doing what?
It's about the
we are there.
You are building mad houses.
We say.
But I hope Portfolio didn't go to the TV side today.
He's been banned.
Officially.
Hitz FM.
You've been banned and barred from going to the TV side.
There's some small.
You can't be coming here and be admiring our ladies and. You are a threat to our.
Anyway, today we continue our conversation on the TGMA 25. Conversation started yesterday. Godfather DJ Andy Dusty hosted the session, and then Godfather gave me some shots on the show. I've seen it, and I'll also reply today on the show. Yes, I will reply. This is it's as a result of my editorial that I did on The Street Is Watching.
Oh,
and Godfather saw it. And he was of the view that there were certain words I shouldn't have used, especially when I was analyzing or describing Ochame Kwame's performance. You know there were some flaws in there. You realize
there were accidents.
There
was an accident.
It's not an accident.
When the thing
that man Musa Sundiata regalia
crown
manifest by our square.
No, that was an accident.
The crown and the Sundiata fell off.
Yeah.
That big necklace, it fell off.
Yeah, but perhaps it was part of the craft.
That's why I said in my editorial
that
it was an afterthought. It wasn't something that was planned or rehearsed by Ochame Kwame. Because if you really wanted to do that somersault thing, it wasn't. It's not even a somersault. It's a 180.
It's a Dambalis.
It's a 180 flip. It's like you bounce back from falling down. You know that type. I don't know the English word for it. But if he truly wanted to do that, he would have come in well equipped in the right attire to do that. Because a 3-piece agbada or equivalent called bubu in our settings, you can't do that in it. I don't know if Jet Li can't do that.
But did that take anything away from his performance?
It did not. However, on social media and the reviews, it did. Yes, on social media and the reviews after it did. You know, he had a wardrobe malfunction some other time.
Which one is that?
VGMA 2010.
2010 or 2011.
What happened?
He did a split. And the trousers that he wore on that day also decided to split.
And what happened?
He has not just been lucky with those kind of things.
And what happened?
But I've seen several artists have wardrobe malfunction at events. Typical example is Lord Kenya. This is 99? There was Street Jam.
Wow.
Kumasi.
What happened to him?
He also did the mosh pit dive. In pop culture, that's how they call it, the mosh pit dive. When you get on stage and you decide to dive into the crowd. He did that. When he got back on stage, he wasn't wearing anything.
Oh. They took off his
Oh,
clothes.
of course.
Including the under.
He went in as Lord Kenya and came back as Adam, not wearing anything. Yes.
No, this is not true.
Bantama.
As in kwata.
Now,
Bantama
no physical cry, raw water. No, we are two people.
You were there.
Oh, yes.
So you saw him.
Oh.
I mean, you saw him.
I'll tell you more about some of the artists who have had wardrobe malfunctions. But all in all, I mean, it was just for fun, the fun part of it. That, I do admire and appreciate Ochame Kwame's performance. Although I did not see it in full, because as at the time I had rushed on stage with Kim Paluta, so I caught backstage. When I came out, because I was only interested in the new artist of the year category. I said it over and over. But today on the show, we are having discussion on some of the categories and the winners in there, and also trying to analyze if there were other artists in there that equally deserve the plaque or the titleship. We're looking at the best hip life song first. Best hip life song. Best hip life song. That category had Inshallah by Ochame Kwame featuring Kim Paluta. That category also had Masisa J Bad featuring Kweku DMC, Skyface, and also Oma Linda Reggie Osei, J Bad, Kenneth, and Kweku DMC. The same category had Chatis featuring Osekum Sikeni featuring Kweku Smoke, Yaheti Remix, Kim Paluta, Kwame Eugene, and Famiye, and Enyewawa by Guru. Top songs. Top songs. The winner, that category, Kim Paluta, Yaheti Remix.
Fantastic.
Let me start with you, Kwame Dazi.
I wasn't surprised. I was not surprised at all because I hated it so well in the end of the review. I wouldn't say the other songs didn't do well. If you take a song like Chatis,
big tune,
it was all over. So I wouldn't have been surprised if that particular song also won the Hip Life Song of the Year. But all the same, we should always consider the voting parameters as in board, academy, and public votes. You cannot be sure who is voting for you in any of these compartments. You cannot be sure. So if anybody emerges winner, it's possibly maybe the person had more votes in all these three blocks, or maybe they had more votes in a particular block than any of the other nominees. And I was happy for Kim Paluta because he's worked so hard in the year under review, winning that particular slot and other, as in the best new artist category. I wasn't surprised at all, and I think this will push him to do better in the coming years. Already he's shown signs that he has what it takes to be there. Somebody who has been in this industry for the past 15 years or and even at the time
music before me, I started.
Even at the time I got to know him, he had started long ago. That was in 2018. Guru sent his song to me to listen to. Now I started it harder. I didn't know about it.
2005.
I didn't know about it. But you see, the Kim Paluta story speaks volumes.
Yes.
It teaches lessons about not giving up. Let me turn a motivational speaker. Preach. Not giving up. There are people who start ventures and once they face some challenges, they want to quit. I'm very sure at a point in time he may have thought about, just dropping off or going into other ventures. But he kept on.
I asked him this question.
Yeah, and today look at him.
I asked him this question when I had the opportunity of having a conversation with him on my pod. And his response, I think later on I tried to cast my mind back to those days and analyze his answer to this. So I asked him if he ever considered drifting off into other ventures. And he said that he approaches it as a business.
Wow.
And every single day he appreciates the level of success that he chalks on or any block that he hits. So people in other parts of the country did not know or appreciate him that much. But in his hometown, that is the Ashanti region, people knew him. And he was relatively big over there. He was a showstopper. So he was looking up to that and waiting for the day that the rest of the country or the rest of the world would see what he.
So you see, he had a community in his
immediate
environment.
He had built a strong. He had built a strong community.
One day he will get there. we should also give props to Kwame Eugene for that feature on the song.
Big.
Because Kim Paluta had done the original one, and then Kwame Eugene jumped on the remix with Andy Dusty, and it was a big hit. You know, the fact that Kim Paluta came the video, the Yefra Bancha buying those terminologies, you see, it made the whole thing exciting and sweet. So I'm happy that he won that slot.
Jermaine, Deputy, do you want to call Stoneboy before you? Do you want to talk to Stoneboy before you?
I'm cocksure that by way of your position as a host, you don't want to join in this conversation because
Yes, I can't.
the story of Paluta unfolded right in our faces from the scratch. And so we have been part of the process. We have a big chapter in his growth process. And so I got teary when he was announced. I think that was the first. No, that was not the first awards. No, that was the first.
I think
the Hip Life song was
he won two.
He won two on the night.
That was that was the first announcement. And I was teary because I just took a retrospective. I mean, look into a decade ago.
Yes.
The Paluta we know.
Charlie.
From Atonsu, that guy from Atonsu, who has killed every rap battle here and there, from KFM, Solid FM, I mean, on the street and everywhere. And you see, let me take the story. Let me first try backtrack it to the Kumerica movement era. At a point in time, and let me break this here, Paluta in Kumasi was that guy who was stopping the show. And all these guys who gained mileage in the Kumerican era used to sneak to watch him on stage perform.
Wow.
And then in 2020, during COVID time when the Kumerican era came, all these guys became major deals and Kim Paluta seemingly was left behind.
Yeah.
At a point in time, he got depressed and unfollowed all these guys on social media because anytime he saw them touring, Europe, here and there, he got depressed. So he unfollowed them. And the fact that anytime he posted a picture, people were like, "Usi, I'm not friend of school papa or something. Usi matching away my hit." So I was engaging him in an open interview. He said he had to unfollow all these guys because he gets depressed when he sees these guys touring. He's being bullied because he has never had the opportunity to travel outside. So I relate to that line in a song that he said, "And ye tutu kwant is a caterpillar." It is so relatable that ye tutu kwant. And apart from being the best new artist, he was the biggest philosopher on the night. With that quote, I am a true example of let's give time some time. My all-time best philosophers, Mahatma Gandhi, Abraham Lincoln, Kim Paluta. You're solid, man.
Best hip life song of the year.
I think that other songs also did well in that category, but at times when it is your time and the spotlight is on you and everything, it's like whatever you touch turns gold, and that is what a lot of people will look up to. So I wasn't surprised that it went his way because it's like he said himself on stage that at times you need to give time some time. So I think when he gives time some time, it was the time. And Charlie, if you were with him in a category, you should be worried. And that is what happened on the night.
The birthday lady did a building.
Oh yeah, she's right here.
Yes.
She not bring your love.
Yeah.
Birthdays, they will do celebrate it with jollof.
She not bring your love.
Elegant.
There's no way you have to bring in.
You know, bring your love.
No, you can't celebrate your birthday with fried rice. Ria,
Yes.
happy belated birthday.
Thank you, darling.
Oh, I'm blessed. I'm sure you enjoyed. You had fun yesterday.
It was on Sunday.
It was on Sunday.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Today's
okay.
Tuesday.
Okay, today's Tuesday. Hey, Charlie, be like
Fast, like
fast. Okay, but how was it?
Oh, yeah, I had a good time.
You had a good time with your family.
Surrounded by friends, family,
Oh,
you know.
That's the love. Anyway, we are taking a quick look at the Hip Life Song of the Year
Yes.
category. Hitz remix, Kim Paluta featuring Kwame Eugene and Famia emerged, and the Dusty.
Yes.
he did the intro.
Yes. He is entitled to 50% of the revenue that will be accrued from this.
I think he's going to make a lot of money on
Yes.
top of it because his voice is on it.
Yes.
Yes, but
How do you feel about it?
I'm not surprised. Okay, because he when the year was in review, I realized that he had done a lot of work around that time, and I feel like when it's your time, it's your time. He's paid his dues, and as my brother here was saying, he paved the way for a lot of the whole Kumerica movement and everything, and then it looked like he had taken the back bench, and there was mockery, of some sort towards him. But now I don't know, I don't want to sound cliche and say he went back to the drawing board, that kind of English that Ghanaians like to use, but I think he was really resilient when it came to his craft, and he stayed true to himself, and now we are seeing the fruit of his labor, so kudos to him actually. I mean, the people, I think there were other people in the category that were also heavy hitters.
Yes.
But thanks be to God, he was okay.
Which other song, if not Yahiti remix, do you think would have been another?
Please, can we hear the category again?
Okay, so best hip live song of the year, inshallah, Chame Kwame featuring Kim Paluta, Masisa, J-Bad featuring Kweku DMC and Skyface, Oh Ma Linda, Reggie Osei, featuring J-Bad, Kenneth Kweku DMC, Tratis, Osei Kumsikeni featuring Kweku Smoke, and Yahiti, that is the ultimate winner. And
if anybody was going to match him up, it was going to be Osei Kumsikeni.
Tratis.
Yeah, because Tratis was also like a very big hit because the streets were buzzing with it. So I think that would have been his contender, but hey, here we are.
Anyway, quick one, let's jump into... Oh, you want to say something? Quickly. Briefly.
Observation about this category. I'm happy that Kumasi is getting into the industry again, because it used to be Kumasi way back when Hip Live started. Most of the big acts were from Kumasi. Then it got to a time, I think it shifted to Tema or so. But it appears now almost all the categories, if you observe carefully, you'd see Kumasi dominating or making some great impact in there. Charlie, big up. Big up with no self.
I want to say something, but it has to be off air.
What do you want to say?
If you see something, say something.
You see something, say something. It will have to be off air. Well, let's jump into the best. Let's jump into the best gospel song of the year. Now, the category is made up of Patience Nyako with the song Tears of Joy, Mabel Orchid with the song Nyonyam, Nasi, who emerged the winner with the song Asida, Perez Music with Kafo, and PSA Esther with the song More 100% by Scott Evans, Say Amen by Dinah Hamilton, and Victory by Joyce Blessing alongside Kwame Eugene. Asida emerged the winner. And I think when I had the opportunity of meeting Nasi on, I think one of the TV3, I told him that you should forget about the Artist of the Year category and concentrate on...
He told him.
Do you know what he said regarding the Artist of the Year?
My brother is here. I was with Adam.
When they asked him about Nasi's chances of winning Artist of the Year, he told him Nasi's chances are like his name, very slim.
Yeah.
In the face.
Like whose name?
Like my name, Slim.
DJ Slim.
Okay, that was your opinion.
Yeah, that's my opinion, because I just feel that he's worked a lot, but then category be day. I mean, the works that his works and the machinery to let us know about his works, that table was broken. So, Charlie, let's forget about it and concentrate on...
It wasn't broken. It had one leg.
Take it off.
It was deformed.
And the boo
broken.
I don't know. I can't
So Narcissus nomination in the Artist of the Year. It's also calls for a question that it's good that you are here.
I'm not here. I don't represent anybody.
No,
please.
not as an official PR, but okay. But I want to get your thought on it, because his inclusion in the Artist of the Year defeats one of the category definitions where you have to be one of the highest nominations. He's the one of the least nominated.
Yes.
Like
four nominations.
So I don't know how.
Amrado had 6.
Yeah,
wasn't included
and all that. So, but I think his category was the most predictable in the entire scheme. I mean, the night. Everyone knew. Obviously, he should know that he should prepare his speech in advance for
the gospel
obey
song.
Of course, this is predictable.
Ria, let me take you on this
but
one.
I would say I beg to differ because then Joyce Blessing's victory to was
another contender.
Yes, a very big contender because she out of the blue she came with it, and but I hear through grapevines that most of the times when it comes to gospel music, gospel musicians collaborating with
secular musicians,
it's very hard for them to win that category. But aside from that, I mean, Nasi is Nasi. Okay, Nasi is Nasi, and that song. I remember I went to.
So
church.
you feel that collaboration with Kwame Eugene, the secular and gospel type of conversation.
I had to.
He just did a production and wrote the song. I mean.
Yes, but I'm saying that it is alleged, and
It's alleged.
I heard through grapevines.
That was why.
But George Forrest produced a number of hit songs for gospel musicians,
Exactly.
just as.
Zap
Most of them.
But let's not act as if that is not in existence. This type of mentality is not in existence because amongst the gospel fraternity, I have also heard a couple of times that they really want to shun or move away from gospel musicians who have stints with secular musicians.
Maybe it's because
and
Kwame Eugene is a performing artist. So
a typical example, and I saw this on social media by several accounts that are seem to be in the gospel fraternity, talking about Nasi, reason why they don't want Nasi to be, or they are not even projecting Nasi based on some of his utterances and association. When he dropped Boys with Guru, and he was asked, the people, he came out to say that he's a musician.
You can't boss him.
And I think people.
And I think even on the I think people being on this show.
Yeah.
I mean, subsequently we've had some contributors or commentators call into the show and say that when gospel musicians collaborate with secular musician, it's a sign of lukewarmness.
Mm.
You
Muturu
get me?
mojo.
And only Mutumojo.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So it's a sign of lukewarmness, and that is not what the Bible.
Yes, because God really doesn't like lukewarm people.
So
lukewarm people, it be like them be the only.
Out.
He spits them out. That means they really know they like. Some people feed you.
If you are cold, you can be hot. He can heat you to be hot. If you are hot, if you are hot, he can cool you down to be cold.
But by way of this, it doesn't mean so. People like Lady Prempe, Hetty Great.
I beg, who they hold the judgment board?
That be what? So that be
also,
what?
make we go on the next one.
Yeah,
Fan company behind the scenes, they do things.
You mentioned Hetty Bongwit. She won awards.
Best collaboration.
She did with Sarkodie. Did one with Trickmatic.
Yeah.
But she came under a lot of scrutiny.
But she won awards
from the Angels.
No, not even
From the Angels,
even with her own
I understand.
fraternity.
For the bashing,
fraternity,
you go get them.
She went under a lot of scrutiny, and people were shunning. Even when people, I remember there was this particular gospel artist, very popular now. I don't want to mention his name. He went on a very popular show too, and then he was asked about Miss Hetty Bongreat or Mrs. Hetty Bongreat, and I vividly remember verbatim. He said, "That's woman. I don't even want to talk about her."
Huh.
Yes.
Fantastic. Deputy Jesus for no more.
Then today, fast forward today, we have Dana Samoa featuring Dada KD.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
But they have a song together.
They have a joint.
About a year old. I think it was released last
Fast
year.
forward.
you're joking.
Oh, they have a song
This is
together.
true. Dada KD as recent as a year ago.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
quoting
We are slaying for Christ.
the late Koda.
Anyway, the category, I'm sure everybody believes that Nasi is a true winner of the category. The closest competition in there would be Joyce Blessing.
No, I think it will be Mo. Yes.
On what
Yes, that's
grounds?
Mo. No, it was. You see, Joyce Blessing's song came in, but it didn't last long. You just cast your mind back. Mo had that longevity in terms of visibility and relevance in the year under review. I think Joyce's song came in, it peaked and then dropped in a matter of months.
I think it's also because she didn't enjoy that kind of promotion that a lot of people enjoyed. Do you get it?
Maybe.
Yes, I mean,
No,
look at the machine.
The truth is, you see, when the song, there is a way to keep the song in the conversation for a very long time. And I think that is what Joyce didn't do, and I suspect that it is because of her marital issues. I mean, she didn't want to move on the song by going on interviews and bringing more conversation. So it's like the song was moving, she was there somewhere.
She was not
and that is she did not activate the
yes, and that is what made it not last that long. And surprisingly, she came with an album all of a sudden, and it's like it cemented everything. Like it killed the whole vibe.
Well, let me throw in this information. The views
Victory
on
album.
Views on Victory by Joyce Blessing on YouTube is 3.6 million. And Mo by PCS Star is 4 million.
So meaning,
even without activation.
Meaning
Okay,
if she
as
had
of now.
As it stands now.
Okay, but can we go back to as of the time the calendar year closed?
So I'm just saying, even
if she
without
had,
activation.
if she had activated it, like on TV or radio,
makes sense.
A lot of people would have gone to watch it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, but I mean, she got some reviews from people like Kojo Sheldon.
but you yourself, if you move,
Oh, Charlie.
You need to move it.
And one other thing that made PCs more bigger was the video.
yeah, the video, the people in the
video was fantastic.
Brown,
It's
Sebo,
also got people talking.
and certainly
Yeah.
it will have
Click,
clicks.
yeah.
I mean, with such people, they will post and other things. I mean,
powerful
Sebo,
influence.
It was a star-studded video.
I think people from some multimedia presenters who were in there. So
I feel
strategic.
she was also already in the minds of people because of like the
previous
year.
Yeah,
I
and-
mean, she
Spillover
went,
effect.
She went head to head with Black Sherif.
Yeah.
And now people were trying to figure out if she was going to be able to make it again. You know. Yeah.
But for gospel of the best gospel song, I think most of the contenders in there were rooting for Nasi to win. I think I saw a couple of gospel musicians who were nominees posting.
Diana Hamilton herself.
Yeah, so it was just obvious that the best gospel song was going to go to.
I mean, when it comes to the gospel fraternity, they know how to show up for each other. So.
But I also, what took a lot away from the victory song dominance, the fact that the conversation revolved more around Kwame Eugene than
Joyce Blessing.
Blessing herself. Yes, Kwame Eugene was the center of conversation around that song. So the artist in question and the song itself and the controversy around it was about Kwame Eugene and how
being a good songwriter, writing songs for people.
Who won best songwriter?
Stoneboy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for Manuji.
Anyway, best high life song. We're about to enter into that category. Best high life songs had Adole by Camido, Party by Adina featuring Kofi Kinaata, Kwekwana by Amrado that emerged the winner. Manu G, Stoneboy featuring Angelique Kidjo. My Darling Aquabwa featuring Kwabena, one of my favorites. Overthinking by Kofi Kinaata, Vero by Kelvin Boy, big tune. YOLO by Kwame Eugene. You Feel the Vibe by Fra featuring Anaya Ofuriata, and African Money by Wendy Shea. Winner.
The category was tight.
Is it High Life
High life
song?
Yeah.
Okay.
High life song of the year, and Kwekwananse by Lord Immortal, aka Amrado. Yeah, emerged the winner. Let me start with you, my brother. Adam.
I think it's like it was coming because the conversation which greeted even the exemption of the song from some categories and even the artist of the year, in a way, set the tone for a certain vote to sway his way because people felt that maybe he had not been treated well, and clearly the song too was a very big song. Yeah. I mean, it was really a big song. It had a lot of conversation around it on social media, and when it comes to voting, at times people vote based on what is fresh on their mind or what is dominant on their mind.
The recency advantage.
Of course. And aside that, I mean, he had a very good song, and it wasn't surprising he won at the end of the day because I saw it coming. I mean, there was no way his song Kwekwananse was going to go home with 0 award. I mean, it would have been something, another conversation on another level. So congratulations to him. Some things play to his advantage.
Something also.
Yeah.
Portfolio, let me a quick touch on this
No,
one.
what this is going to do for his brand in terms of versatility and how he will be positioned in the industry right now. For someone who's won best rapper for VGMA, a VGMA at that time, and then has won Best High Life. It really makes a statement that he's versatile and he has registered a seat for both for singing and for rap, and so that will position his brand in a different light from this. So well deserved. Obviously, this should be a unanimous. I mean, yeah, because obviously Kwakwana says that song. Yeah.
You have a counter.
When he won that category, somebody came into my inbox and was like, "You people, are you serious? Is this a high life song?"
Okay, we are back to that type of
Yeah,
conversation again.
I got that, and I was wondering, is it not a high life song? Because I don't know why people think high life should sound
A certain way.
like, I don't know,
Future.
like Konimo's high life.
Yeah.
Because you and I know that high life doesn't sound in just one way.
Yeah.
High life has gone through evolution throughout the times. We have Big Band High Life, we have Yampon San, we have Odonso, we have Kwao, we have Boga High Life, and all these forms of high life sound differently, but they are high life.
Yeah.
So why don't we also embrace the fact that the younger generation are also experimenting with rhythms, even though the core, the DNA still is high life. They are allowed to experiment with rhythms and then come up with different forms of high life.
Yeah.
I think we should agree to let people experiment and explore. If not, how are we going to grow our journeys in this?
Eddie Mac has said similar thing that when it comes to high life, it's like every generation, I mean, from his experience, like every generation have a certain kind of sound. So it's about time that we accept what this generation, like the sound this generation
Exactly.
accept. So
Somebody wanted to hear the bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
We can't have that all the time.
You want to hear that
because
Homer
Papa
Siam-
Jansen's high life isn't the same as Daddy Lumba's high life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He deserves it.
Ria.
Yeah, I don't know why they are surprised that it's coming and the High Life award is coming under scrutiny, because High Life is for us. It belongs to us. We are Ghana is the pioneer of High Life worldwide, or even in Africa. Although there are different forms of High Life in other African countries. Okay, so when it comes to that category, I think people are more emotional about it.
Very conservative too.
Exactly. Right. We like to protect our own. We like to shield it and make it retain its authenticity. So it hits home or hard when it comes to that category. Everybody wants a particular kind of sound to win, or a particular type of artist to win that category. You get, so I get the anger in quotes, but I'm happy that Amrado actually won it, because he really worked hard with that song, and it's one of, I'll say, my 2023 faves.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like he deserved it. No two ways about it.
Well, we're still on Showbiz Review here on Hitz 103.9, probably brought to you by Betway, Franco Trading Enterprise, and Telecel, connecting energies. And we're having a critical look at winners of the TGMA's event held last weekend at the Grand Arena Accra International Conference Center. So that place on the whole land, be Accra International Conference Center.
Yeah.
The whole land. Oh, fantastic.
Also, they're paying rent too.
Yeah, they are on the land of the conference.
Oh, I see.
Let's jump into Best Hip Hop Song of the Year. The category made up of O. Kenneth and Slim Kid with the song Lonely Road, or Time by Sarkodie that emerged the winner. Scar by Jackie featuring JD, Soul Tune by Medical, Dear God by Strongman Yaya, from Black Sheriff, and Akatani from Kweku Smoke, and The Hardest by Amrado. These songs made it into the Best Hip Hop Song of the Year category. Quick one on the Best Hip Hop Song.
I think clearly recency bias played a role here. If you look at the timing of the song, the video, and I mean the whole December Rapaholic, the exhibition, all of these place him ahead of. The others didn't have that activation around the song, and I really think that it worked for Sarkodie, and he has a very huge fan base, and when it comes to the industry politics too, they know how to play it, and clearly he had that thing working for him as against all of these songs in the category. I think we had some good songs in there, but our time really within the timing. Someone last time said us, Sarkodie
Which
knows.
month was it released?
The video came in December or
In
somewhere.
December. Yeah, in
somewhere
December.
Like that. So it's really played to his advantage, and
Or it became
I'm not
popular in
surprised.
December.
Yeah,
so.
and it was a good song as well. It had a good vibe.
Jermaine.
Yeah, it's a song that addressed all the allegations being leveled against Sarkodie. So people were very expectant, So the song addressed his issue with his issue with Samini in there, partly his issue with Yvonne Nelson and everything in there. You could feel it. Idols turning to whatever. There are some subs in there. So the song generated. You see, he just had to. Combine all the issues from January to November and then infuse it in that song. And so yes, it's no news that it emerged the hip hop song of the year. Yes.
Kwame.
There was a particular year Hima Mercy released Ubeye Kese sometime in December and won, I think, gospel song of the year or so. Yeah. So you remember, it was a late release.
Yes.
So sometimes I think in as much as
Even the
time
video
is important.
dropped in January.
You mean
The video of that
Sarkodie?
song.
Yeah.
You mean the Sarkodie?
Yeah.
So sometimes it depends on how well your fan base receives you and what you do. Because if you released a song in December and it became an instant hit, you got nomination and you're able to win, it means then maybe your fans voted for you because somebody who has worked so hard released a song from maybe January or March. If that person didn't get the nod, then it means that there is something about you that people like. Possibly not because of the song, maybe, but because of the personality. Because there are people within Sarkodie is in that category with Blacko. Some people don't even look at the song or listen to the song.
They look at the personality.
Who is in the category? Sarkodie. Sarkodie. So maybe that also played to his favor. Yeah, but all the same, it was a good song. But I would have wished if a song like maybe Yaya or others also to the sport. They were equally good songs.
Okay, so you feel the close contender in that field had to be Yaya Keke.
Yeah.
Ria, you share the same views?
I'm sad for Lonely Road though, because
A good year, very good year for Slim Kid.
Slim Kid really nailed it with that song. He nailed it with that song. That song, like, I don't know. I know, right? So I don't know why. Anyway, that's what Kwame Dazi was saying. It's a Sarkodie. Okay, the fan base is long. Okay, so if he's, and honestly speaking, when it comes to this year's TGMA, I was shocked that Sarkodie had that number of nominations because when we talk about SAG, it seemed like a slow year for him when it comes to his releases. Apart from that song, that supposed this song to Yvonne Nelson. Yes, and Otang, I don't think
Major release.
Okay, so but he had the Jams album.
No.
He did the Jams World Tour.
No, it's not about activity. So
releases.
No, but then he had a hot year. Because
In
last
terms-
year
he was on the road.
I mean,
He was on the road.
buzzing.
Yeah,
Let
on
me
the
say
road.
this.
on the Jams World Tour.
Yeah.
I understand.
we are
Well-
discussing song here.
I understand. I totally understand.
Okay.
Okay. Let's just.
He
put
was
it in
slow
such
on
a way that-
recording.
But
in
Jams
my-
was released the
in-
year under review, right?
In my.
Yes,
No, Jams was
because-
released
2
the
years ago.
previous year.
But he did
Okay,
a
but
tour.
there's a song in there, Till We Die, which was nominated.
But the bars no fire
No,
like that.
there's a song on it.
That's what I'm trying
Which
to
song
say.
was
Like
that?
With
when
Ruger.
we are talking
Yeah.
about.
With Ruger. No fire.
Is it a single or on the album? Jams.
So an
Maybe
album.
Can I
Until
end?
that was a
Can I
single.
land?
Hold on,
please?
hold
No,
on.
it was a single because
Please.
Jams was last year. I think last year November or so.
Last 2
No,
years.
last 2 years.
Okay, let's hold on for Ria to land.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I'm just trying to say is that we know Sarkodie at his peak. We know when he decides to purpose in his heart to like overtake the year. We know him for that.
2022.
Yes,
The
we know
Jammers.
him for that. But when it comes to 2023, he wasn't in his element. Let me just put it that way. So for him to get that amount of nominations that he got, I was like, okay, fine. I mean, it's a Sarkodie. He, regardless. I mean, there are people that if Sarkodie coughs on a record, they are going to eat it up. So I was okay with it.
Okay.
I was okay with it. Then when it comes to this nomination, I felt like Yaya and Lonely Road were the biggest contenders. I didn't necessarily consider Otang.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't necessarily consider.
So your top two.
Yes, my top two was Lonely Road and Yaya.
Okay.
Because they really took us through the year. You get me? So when he won it, I was like, well, I mean, the fan base is the fan base.
Has there ever been a year where Sarkodie has gone with nothing? Has there ever been a year?
No.
So
exactly.
That's the landlord.
So, yes, there's a landlord and there's an overlord. So you should understand.
Fantastic.
Exactly. So I'm just trying to say that the fan base did their thing, and then he won. I'm not hating. I mean, it's a personal preference.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think the fan base is
Don't
the
worry,
fan base.
they'll come at you whether you hate or not. They'll come at you. Let's have a quick look at best rap performance since we are talking about hip hop.
wow.
Let's have a quick look at the best rap performance. And being a hip hop head, it was one of my favorite categories. Though. So the best rap performance had a song. The Hardest by Amrado, Enu Baroni with Warning, Boysi Yakuba and Fim, 5th August 7 by Lyrical Joe, We Made It by Medical, Time by Sarkodie, and Dear God by Strongman. And Strongman emerged the winner in that category. Let me start with you, quick one. Ria, being a hip hop, and I know you have a soft spot for hip hop, right?
She does.
And I don't want to sound biased, but my guy is Lyrical Joe.
Okay.
Lyrical Joe.
Bro, for Nintiana. Somebody always brought for him.
No, but listen, I've loved Strongman for since he was in his what's the reality show's name?
Next big thing.
Next big thing.
Exactly. So me, Strongman is like I have my top 3 when it comes to rap. Manifest, Lyrical Joe, Strongman. Okay, like when it comes to rap, I know that guy. So I wasn't surprised that.
But you feel the
won.
5th August 7 should have been in it. Should have been the winner. Okay, Mate. Kwame Dazi, quick one.
5th August 7th. In as much as Lyrical Joe is a good rapper, I did not feel his rap dexterity so much on that particular one. Yes. Compared to the previous releases.
You took the switches.
No, wait. I'm
I'll relax.
I'm also somebody who follows Lyrical Joe so much compared to the previous ones that I had listened to, and the one that even won him the best rap performance of the year last 2 years. This one to me wasn't captivating compared to those ones. Now, somebody was also talking about Bwesiako and Fim.
Yes.
Fim is a good rapper. He has a good flow, but to me that was a good rap song, but the delivery, as in the performance on the song, wasn't it didn't match up to the other people in the category. Because you're talking about rap, talking about the rap cadence, the flow, the punchlines, the wordplay, and all that. If you take all these and the storyline, you take all this into consideration, and you pick Strongman's Dear God. Oh my God. Sometimes people lose sight of the fact that language, you see, when you take the tree language, it's so rich. If you want to appreciate how deep somebody is, it's not only about maybe speaking in English or in Ewe. Every language has its rules, and your ability to understand the language is key in appreciating the whole beauty of the delivery. Strongman's performance on Dear God is unmatched.
Okay.
How he weaves the words, the flow, what he's communicating. So I think that, in as much as people think, Omodiamani because he's been on for a long time, and how many nominations? 7 times been nominated, and so
no one even won.
Yes,
no.
Oh.
Yes, but I believed this was the right time for him. It's not sympathy.
It's about
but I feel like he deserved me.
It's about what he's competing against.
It's a Mandela effect or something, but in my head,
it depends
I
on
thought he had won like 2 or 3 times.
Or in the 7 years,
I would wish people actually go
against.
back to listen to that song again. Sometimes we mistake a rap song to rap performance. You can have a very good rap song, maybe the chorus is catchy and so people like the song, but the performance wouldn't match up to standard.
Jermaine Portfolio, I beg, if you hit the table again, I'll call Stonebwoy.
I know they hit
Don't
the
touch the table.
I'm very passionate about this category because, look, for Strongman, I was not even going to sympathize on deserving lines. For me, I was biased. It was on biased lines because, no. It was not. I was not even going to measure him on dexterity or prowess. It was the fact that, look, he holds the record in that category that nobody holds. Consecutively, he's been in there consecutively. In fact, this year is one of Strongman's worst rap year.
Yeah.
Worst. As at the time he was under Success Music,
He was dropping a lot of rap songs.
bro.
Big rap
I
songs.
feel Strongman under Success Music
I
should have
told
been.
you if you hit the table.
Yeah, sorry. Should have been the best rapper. But unfortunately, he had to compete with his master because other than Sarkodie equally campaigned like his life depended on it when his signee was in there. One of the
Was for you.
one of the stuff that I can't still wrap my head around it because Sarkodie needed to make a statement with his signee that I've been able to give Strongman best rapper under Success Music, which he didn't do, and so he lost out because that was the year he had the STN EP, still that nigga EP, and. Bro, that year, no one was touching Strongman. So, as an independent artist now, and then the change of the category definition has played out in his favor because this time around it's best rap performance. And so, not so much goes into the voting. And so, there's no fan base advantage. This time around, the technical people really had upper hand. And I'm glad that, at long last, the dance has been settled. Strongman is the best rapper. Now, it has changed how we will address him during interviews. Now, we won't say the Kumasi-based rapper. There is Ghana. Because portals have really demeaned Strongman. Kumasi, even when he had issue with Medica. Look at how he was being addressed. Why do you think Sewamie came under that backlash when he was addressing Strongman? Medica battles Kumasi-based. No, this time around, the portals are going to address the guy.
You know,
best rapper.
You know what hurt me the most? It was when we're doing the rap battle with the Nigerians, and then on Twitter people were saying, "Oh, Strongman cannot join the beef because
That guy speaks good English, man.
Hey, there is a bachelor degree
Better than those.
You should also expect this. I mean, in this space, it happens. I mean, it's one of those.
But Port, you really draw my attention to something. Sarkodie campaigning heavily whilst he had Strongman.
You like agenda? Or
No.
Man, this not be agenda.
I do this for life. Like for life.
Campaigning heavily.
My life depends on that.
I've been one of Sarkodie's biggest CV.
Yes.
As a coach, as
a
a
coach.
CEO, a record label CEO.
But then his reclusion and even the reclusion of even the whole SAC nation from even advocating for this year's awards.
You
For SAC himself. Back then he was advocating, he was pushing to be the rapper of the year. Now, even artist of the year, you know one push.
No, but at that time, SAC was not as fixated on artist of the year than rapper of the year. There was a point in time he may lose out on anything, but not rapper of the year. Very particular about that award, and he had a signee who was equally competing.
Wow.
And he campaigned like he life depended on it. So it doesn't send a good signal. Being the best rapper as an independent artist for Strongman. And that's what people have not realized.
We will meet on the flip side. Quick take on this one as we wrap up for DJ Black to take over.
It was one of my surprises on the night. It came as a surprise to me on the night because I wasn't expecting
a shocker. One of the shockers of the night
for me. So I mean, he's won, and congratulations to him.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Jermaine Portfolio, the MC, aka Deputy Artist of the Year. Thank you, Kwame Dazi. Thank you, Ria, for also joining us.
Portfolio, Facebook
about.
I say, Obi a man for Enfan Gune Benz ne Sonatom. What's like?
They are moving to
I
him
saw
on.
him. Yeah, people are moving to him. On
they're just moving to
Twitter,
him.
and he's also clapping back at them. And it's
No, see, one, it's been purported by that Stonebwoy has given me some colossal sum of money to do this for him, right? And then
It wasn't colossal, but it was some.
No, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing of that.
And
sort.
I thought you were-
And the
No, I
fact that
thought you
people
were
assume I don't have
disputing the
anything to do.
colossal.
I'm here in Accra,
They
just
said
roaming.
he's here in Accra,
Just roaming like I don't have
Campaign
anything
for
to do.
someone.
Oh, how?
Yes, so I had to let people know that actually,
Oh.
you know they hung like that
How
too.
can they say that
My
to
brother,
you?
if they give you
A whole
money, take.
portfolio.
We know they hung like that too.
If
So
they give
actually-
you money, take it. Simple
Whether it's
as
colossal or not.
any amount of money,
nothing
take
of
it.
that sort.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know you.
No, nothing of
I know
that
you.
sort. No.
Well, congratulations going out to.
social media.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
This is Hitz.